Our foundation phase and welcome to our World Book Day 2022 Assembly. It's Miss Desmond here and I am so excited for our Super World Book Day today. Do you know what? It is one of my favourite days of our school year and I'm so excited that it's actually here. So, we're going to make a start by celebrating World Book Day through our assembly this morning. So, before we begin, Miss Desmond wants to share with you who she's dressed up as today. So, I've dressed up as my favourite book character from my favourite story when I was a little girl. When I was a little girl, my favourite story was Charlotte's Web. Okay, and Charlotte is the tiny little spider that you can see on the front cover of my story on my screen right now. She's that tiny little spider, and today I've dressed up as her. So I've got a bit of a challenge. During this assembly, you're going to see a little spider character popping up different parts of my assembly, and you can see that spider now, okay, in the orange circle there. And what I want you to do is make a little tally, make a little count of how many little spiders you see on my screen as we go through my assembly. So you need good listening ears and need to have good looking eyes as well. Now that spider on there, that doesn't count as one of them. That's just to show you what you're looking for. Okay, so let's make a start doing good listening and good looking now. So we're going to start by thinking about what is World Book Day. So World Book Day is a huge celebration of reading, of books, of authors, so the people who write the books, the illustrators, the people who draw the pictures, and of course the readers. We're all super readers. World Book Day wants everyone to enjoy reading and everyone to have a book of their own. And I'm going to explain to you in a minute how you can have a book of your own today. Okay, and that's really important. And it also reminds us of how much fun reading can be. Sometimes we think, oh, I don't want to go and do reading with my grown up. They're trying to make me read. I don't want to do it. It's boring. But it isn't. It's actually really super fun. So we're all dressed up today and we're all going to have a lovely day. But actually, that's because we're celebrating reading and books today. So please remember that reading is fun. So there are lots of different ways that we're going to celebrate World Book Day, and it's happening all in different schools all over the country right now. Lots and lots of people are dressing up and celebrating World Book Day today. So I know lots of you will share lots of stories together today. Maybe some of you have brought in your favourite storybook to share with your friends. I know the teachers will be sharing lots of different stories with you today. I can see some amazing dressing up costumes today. We've all dressed up as our favourite book character. I've seen some super duper costumes. I can't wait to see the rest of them during today. And I know the teachers have tried extra hard with their costumes to look super too. So give them a big clap at the end of the day to say well done for dressing up, because I don't think all of them like dressing up, you know. And we can also read new or different books. Your friend might share a book with you today that you've never seen before. So actually, that might widen your knowledge of different stories, of different books that are out there, which is also really important. We may spend more time talking about books and finding out what our friends like to read. That's really important too, that we share our information, we share our likes about what our favourite books are, what our favourite characters are, and that will be nice for you to do today with your friends. So, like I mentioned earlier, you're going to be able to have your very own book today, which is really exciting. So every year, World Book Day have lots of different books written that are specially written to celebrate World Book Day. And I'm going to show you the books that have been written for this year's World Book Day. They're just coming on your screen now. So today, when you go home, you're going to be given a £1 World Book Day token, like the one on the middle of the screen right now, to spend on one of these books that you can see on my screen. You can use your voucher in all supermarkets and some bookshops. Now, I know they've definitely got them in Morrison's at the moment, and Tesco and Asda. So ask your grown-up on the weekend if you can take your £1 book token that your teacher is going to give you today and see if you can go and spend it on one of these books. It's really important that you do that, because otherwise the token's going to be wasted and then you won't be able to go and get your very own book. So please, 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 this weekend, see if you can go to one of those supermarkets with a grown-up and spend your £1 book token, okay? If you do that, let your teachers know, because we'd be really, really pleased to hear that you've spent that book token. So we're going to have a little think now about why books are so much fun. So, of course, some of them are funny and make us smile, make us laugh. Some of them are exciting and we can't wait to turn the page to find out what's going to happen on the next page. Some of us might like scary stories. And of course, we like happy stories. Lots of fairy tales have happy endings. Some of us might like some sad parts of the stories. And we might like to read some books that are based on real things that have really happened in real life. We might like to read books with pretend things in, so pretend characters like monsters and dragons. We might like to read those. We might like books that have stories in them, or we might like books that have poems in them. We might like to pick up a non-fiction book, which gives us lots of information about something, helps us learn. So we might learn about animals, or we might learn about different places in the world. Those information books will help us learn lots. We might learn new words from reading books. And of course, we might like looking at the illustrations, the drawings that are in the books, because that is just as important as all the words in the books. So I've got a bit of fun for you now. Time for a quiz. Okay. So I've got 5 book characters that I've hidden on my screen. I'm going to give you some clues and you're going to guess what book character I am describing. If a class get all 5 of them, you get to have a class dojo. Okay. So you need to be doing good listening now to listen to my clues. So it says, can you guess the book character? So my first clue for my first character is he is very mean. He has sharp teeth. Oh, and he has sharp claws. And he likes to blow houses down. I'll give you 5 seconds to tell your grown-up what character you think is behind my box. Have you guessed it? Let's see if you were right. It was, of course, the Big Bad Wolf. Well done if you've got our first book character right. Okay, moving on. Here comes your next set of clues. She's a little girl. She has a grandma. She wears a red cape. And on her journey to her grandma's house, she comes across a wolf. She meets a wolf along the way. Can you guess who that is? See if you've guessed it right, of course. It's Little Red Riding Hood. Diane, if you got my second character. Okay, on to my third now. Okay, see if you can get the third one. This time my character is green. He has a long body. He likes to eat lots of food. And he eats more and more every day. Who could that be? Wonder if you've got it right. Of course, it's the Hungry Caterpillar. Okay, moving on to our fourth book character now. This book character can run very fast. He has buttons made from sweets. He is very tasty, but he's also very small. Who could that be? Let's see if anyone's guessed it. It's the gingerbread man. Let's go on now to my last one. Oh, this is a big box. Let's see what the clues are. He lives in the forest. He has brown fur and bright orange eyes. And he is very large. Who could that be? Give you 5 seconds. I wonder. It's the Gruffalo. Well done if you guessed all 5 characters correctly. Okay, this is a little bit of a break now, a little bit of a pause. So there's a bit of a talk time now. Talk to your partner, talk to your friend next to you, and you're going to talk to them about what you've dressed up as today and why. Why did you choose that book character? And what is your favourite book or story and why? So if teachers, you want a bit of a talk time now on the carpet, you can pause the assembly here, have a bit of a chat, and then we will move on with the assembly. Pause now if you'd like to do this. Okay, I hope you enjoyed your little talk time with your partner, and I hope you found out who they dressed up as today and what their favourite book or story is. Okay, before we finish assembly today, Miss Desmond's got a challenge for you. Do you know what? She set this last year for some children, and she managed to see some amazing ideas to this challenge. So my World Book Day challenge for you today is: can you find an unusual place to read a story? Once you found your reading spot, take a photo and post it on Twitter to me so that I can see. This might be the whole class might want to find an unusual place to read a story, or there might be 1 or 2 children. And I want you to ask your grown-ups to take a photo of you and then post it on Twitter for me so that I can see. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your ideas. Okay, see if you can do Miss Desmond's World Book Day challenge. Okay, before we finish, we need to see how many spiders were on this assembly today. Okay, let's have a bit of a drum roll. Today, I can tell you that there were 5 spiders during my assembly today. Big, big clap if you managed to spot all of my spiders that were on the screen. Well done. Big, big well done if you found them all. All that's left to say today is have a lovely World Book Day. It's one of the most exciting days to happen in school, and I really, really hope that you have a lovely day. Make sure you say thank you to your grown-ups at home because they might have helped you make your costume or they might have bought your costume, and you must be really, really grateful for what they've done for you today. Also, thank your teachers for all the super activities that they've got ready for you today. I am really, really, really looking forward to seeing all the things you get up to. And I am really, really looking forward to seeing all your other amazing, amazing World Book Day costumes. And I'm sure I will see lots of you today. Have a lovely day, Foundation Face. Da buchi!